Do y'all ever feel like your sales are down and your sales suck, but nobody else's does? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 tips when you're feeling like this, 3 things that you can be doing. The first one is going to be checking and see if it's actually true, right? So sometimes we get this feeling of, oh, my sales are down, and then we look at it and it's not actually true. So I'm going to show you how to look at your information and look at your data to see if it is actually true. The first way is going to be if you track and manage your data in the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. This is a Google Sheet for purchase. It's a one-time purchase. I'm doing pretty big sales at the beginning of the year, so check out my website or my Instagram for coupon codes for that as well. Or if you're a gold member, you will have coupons for this as well. But tracking and managing your data and being able to look and see, is this actually true? Oftentimes I'm on social media and I'm like, oh, everyone's raving about all of these great sales that they're having. And I'm seeing like, stacks on stacks on stacks videos. And I'm like, why? My sales are so slow right now. And then I actually look at the numbers and I'm like, oh, it's not actually true. So this is going to be all of my platforms. If you don't have access to this, you are just on eBay. That's the wrong one. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. If you are just on eBay, you can go to eBay, you can go to my Seller Hub, Performance, run the sales tab, and then you want to change the I can't think of the word right now. You want to change what you're looking at, the metrics that you're looking at. So you want to do, if you go ahead and select this year, and then it'll say same period last year, this is going and hit generate the report. This is going to look at it year over year. For me, yes, I am actually down year over year, doing videos talking about why that is. And then you can come down here and look at the months as well compared. So the black line is the prior time period, and then the charts. I'm on promoted listing sales. Let me go to all sales. Here we go. So this is all of your sales. So the little blocks, friends, my brain's not here. The little blocks are going to be this year, and then the line is the previous year. Look and see, is this actually true? If you're just looking for the week or the month, you can go ahead and change this, to the last 30 days. Am I actually down for the last 30 days? On Poshmark, if you're just on Poshmark, I have 2 more tips coming up, friends, but I just want to show people how to actually look at this information, because sometimes our feeling is significantly different than the truth. Our perception is significantly different than what's actually happening. So on Poshmark, you can do this on the app or on the computer. If you simply just go to order activity, you come up here and you click on your little face, and then you click on order activity, closet insight. You change this drop down to the current year, and then you select this on button for compared to the prior time period. You can see on Poshmark, for most of the year I was actually up, and then there was some issues here in September and October. November was a killer month. I'll link a video up here of what I did in November to make it such a killer month. But that's the first thing that you can do. First, check in and see if it's actually true before you start figuring out what to do about it. If it's not true and your sales are actually down, like mine, then start investigating it and figuring out what the corporate is. So for me, I'm on Poshmark and I'm on eBay, and so I checked my Poshmark and I checked my eBay. If we're looking at year over year, Poshmark was really not the main reason that I was down. Most of the month of the year in Poshmark, I was actually up. There was 2 months right here that I was down year over year, but for the most part, Poshmark was not actually really my problem. My problem was eBay. And so I needed to figure out what's happening. I'm going to change this back to year over year this year. My problem was actually eBay. So first, it's figuring out at the very high level, if you sell on multiple platforms, is it all of your platforms, or is it just one platform that's contributing to it? For me, it is eBay. It's absolutely eBay. Every month this year, I was down. October, November, I started changing some strategies, and that is actually working. Make sure to check out some of my older videos in October and November of what those strategies are, because they are absolutely working. Once you figure out what the corporate is, where it's coming from, for me, it's absolutely on eBay. Then I can start digging down into what is actually happening. And on eBay, I have this checklist. It's going to be very similar for other places, platforms. It's just called different things. So if you are an eBay or if you're a YouTube Gold member, you do get this for free with other downloadables and discounts on dashboards and free courses and, exclusive content and stuff. But if you want to purchase this as well, it's like $1, so you have access to it all the time, and you can figure out, hey, what is going on and why are my sales actually down. It starts at the top with impressions, and then it goes to page views, and then it goes to sales conversions. And if you're on eBay and you're like, okay, which one of these is the driver, you can come up here, go to My Seller Hub, or go to Sale, My Seller Hub, Performance, and then on your summary tab, it has this traffic tab, or this traffic graph chart. Sorry, friends. My mind, the words are not coming out right. It has this chart, and it'll tell you listing impressions, click-through rate, page views. So those are very similar. Those are people actually looking at your item. And then your sales conversion rate. For me, my impressions are up, my page views are up, but it's my conversion. So I can come over here and say, hey, what seems to be the issue for sales conversion? Feedback, good reviews, shop policies, shipping times, flaws and conditions. One thing that you do not have control over, and currently I believe I'm filming this the week before Christmas, I think people are just not buying right now, right? They're not going to get it before Christmas. They're out of money because they just shopped on Christmas. So for me, it's kind of an outside factor, but that's the way that you go through and figure out, look at the metrics, figure out which one it is, and then go through. Sorry, I kept clicking the wrong button. And then go through. If it's your impressions are down, look at your SEO. So pull a listing quality report. Look at your search filters. Make sure all of your item specifics are up to date and correct. And if you have one that could be like maybe 2 different item specifics, go in and change it to the other one and see if you'll get more impressions with that. Make sure you have in-demand inventory. Are you running promotion sales? All the ways that people are going to see your items. If your impressions are down, go in and fine tune all of those things. And the last tip that I'm going to make is, if all of this looks good and you're like, my sales are down, get off social media. Story time. So in 2021, I was in major growth mode. I'm on social media. I'm working with Chris at a daily refinement, and showing my gross numbers everywhere. And my numbers were like astronomical. It was fantastic. I was hitting $10,000 to $12,000 months every single month. This is what you see on social media. The back end of it, and I shared this as well, but you don't always see it, and not all social media content creators share the back end of it as well. The 2 things that you did not see is what I was paying for my items. In all of the videos, you would see, hey, I had a $12,000 month, but when you really got into it, I was buying pallets. I was going through and searching, and I was paying up for these pallets. I was paying a lot of money, and my profits for these pallets sometimes were $2, $5 profit on the item. Sometimes I was taking a loss. Items weren't selling. And so while my gross was really high, the profit, I do a monthly video of what my profit is at the end of the month, but a lot of times you're just seeing these gross numbers on people, or you're seeing stacks on stacks on stacks, and you're not seeing what they're actually making behind the scenes. They could be selling all of these items at a loss, right? So keep that in mind. The other thing, that I was in growth mode. So as I was doing this, I was growing my store, and I was trying to get it to where I wanted it to be sustainable. The thing is when I was in this growth mode, and I was, I had the stacks on stacks on stacks, and my gross was amazing. The thing that you didn't see is I went months and months without taking an actual income, because all of the money that I was making, I was reinvesting into my business, reinvesting into my inventory, and buying more bins and buying everything. I was in growth mode. And so while my gross looked very impressive, I actually was not making any money during that time period. So keep that in mind when you're on social media. You do not know everyone's backstory. All you can do is compare to yourself. It's kind of an easy tip. There's so much pressure on social media. It can be so helpful, but I know for me, honestly, when I am on social media too much, I start to doubt myself more and more and more. Let me know in the comments if you guys are similar. I love how much information there is on social media, but I absolutely, when I'm starting to doubt myself and I'm seeing stacks on stacks and stacks and wondering if I'm doing everything right, I need a break from social media. If you guys liked this video, YouTube also thinks you'd like this video. I will link a playlist down here of how to make money reselling, and then make sure to hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube memberships for more support.